Namaste everyone, I'm your co-host Shawnee ma'am. Welcome to your favorite learning channel. The topic for today's video is flow of blood, double circulation in human heart and pulse. So we already know that blood is a fluid connective tissue and this blood is pumped by the muscular organ that is heart. Okay. So this blood actually flows continuously inside our body. And now there are two types of circulation. Okay, so this blood circulation is of two types. There are two types of circulation of blood. And what are these two types? One is pulmonary circulation. Pulmonary circulation. Okay, and the other one is the systemic circulation. Okay, these are the two types of circulation that takes place in our body. So what happens in pulmonary circulation? Pulmonary circulation is actually the flow of blood. It is the flow of blood from lungs to the heart. Okay, so it is the flow of blood from lungs to the heart and again from the heart to the lungs. Okay, so what happens in systemic circulation? So systemic flow of blood is the flow of blood that takes place from body organs, from different body organs to the heart and again from heart to different body organs. So this is systemic circulation. Okay, so these are the two types of circulation that takes place in our body. So now let's see how does the blood actually flow in our body. Okay, so now let's see how the blood actually flows. So what happens is the right atrium receives the deoxygenated blood from all the different parts of our body. Okay, so we can say that from body, that is different parts of the body, the deoxygenated blood that is we can say DB for deoxygenated blood. So this deoxygenated blood from different parts of the body is received by the right atrium through superior vena cava and inferior vena cava. Then further from right atrium, again this deoxygenated blood, it flows into the right ventricle, and from right ventricle again this deoxygenated blood flows through, or it flows with the help of, from the right ventricle, it actually, the deoxygenated blood gets into the lungs. It reaches the lungs with the help of or through pulmonary artery. Through pulmonary artery, this deoxygenated blood from right ventricle goes inside the lungs. Now inside lungs, the exchange of gases take place. So this deoxygenated blood that was rich in carbon dioxide now gets oxygenated, because in lungs the exchange of gases take place. So now this blood is rich in oxygen or it is oxygenated. Oxygenated blood. We can call it OB, that is oxygenated blood. So this oxygenated blood from the lungs, okay, after being rich in oxygen, this blood or oxygenated blood is carried to left atrium through pulmonary vein. So the pulmonary, okay, here the pulmonary vein is now carrying this oxygenated blood into, it is now being carried into the left atrium, okay, to the left atrium. Again from the left atrium, this oxygenated blood, so from lungs it got oxygenated, the blood got oxygenated, which is carried to left atrium through the pulmonary vein, okay. So again from the left atrium the blood goes into, that is the oxygenated blood goes into the left ventricle. It goes into the left ventricle, and from left ventricle again this oxygenated blood is pumped into aorta, and this aorta is the largest artery, and then the aorta branches out further and supplies blood to, that is oxygenated blood is now being supplied from aorta to different parts of the body. So we can say to the body, that is to different parts of the body. So when the blood reaches the capillaries, the nutrients and gases are delivered to all the cells and the carbon dioxide is collected by the blood. So in this way, we can see that in this way, what happens? The blood is flowing. So the blood flows twice. In this way, the blood is flowing twice through what? Through heart. The blood is flowing twice before even completing one round of circulation, one round of circulation throughout the body. Throughout the body. So this method of circulation is called, what is this called? This is called double circulation. As we saw that here the circulation of blood is taking place twice. It is taking place for 2 times through heart before even completing one round of circulation throughout the body, and this method is called double circulation. So I hope now double circulation is clear. So we will next move on and see what is pulse. Okay. So what is pulse? So there are certain locations in our body where heartbeat can be felt. So how can we define pulse now? So pulse is the heart rate or number of times the heart beats in 1 minute. So it is the number of times the heart beats, that is our heart beats, and it is calculated in 1 minute. Okay, so pulse rates vary from person to person, and pulse is lower when the body is at rest, and the pulse rate increases during exercise or any other physical activity. So the pulse rate is same as It is same as what? It is same as the heart rate. Okay. So it is same as the heart rate. So there are specific locations in our body where pulse can be felt, like wrist, neck, ankle, etc. So for adults, normal heart rate is, for adults, the normal heart rate. What is the normal heart rate for adults? And that is at rest. It is around 60 to 100 beats. It is 60 to 100 beats, and it is calculated per minute. Okay, so this can be said BPM. Okay, so a lower heart rate is actually an indication that our heart is functioning more efficiently, but only those adults who are well trained athletes have a normal pulse rate of 40 to 60 beats per minute. Okay, so now let's quickly revise the things that we have studied today. So we saw that the flow of blood can be of two types. We already know that blood actually flows continuously inside our body, and this flow or circulation of blood can be of two types, that is pulmonary circulation and systemic circulation. So pulmonary circulation is the flow of blood that takes place from lungs to the heart and again from the heart to the lungs. Whereas systemic circulation is the flow of the blood which takes place from different body organs to the heart and again from heart to different body organs. Then we saw how actually this circulation takes place in our body. So what happens? The right atrium actually receives the deoxygenated blood, that is the blood that is rich in carbon dioxide is received by right atrium from different parts of the body through superior vena cava and inferior vena cava. Again from right atrium, this blood, that is deoxygenated blood, flows into right ventricle. Then from right ventricle, pulmonary artery carries this deoxygenated blood into the lungs. Okay. So in lungs, now gaseous exchange takes place. So this deoxygenated blood gets converted into oxygenated blood. It gets rich supply of oxygen from lungs. So from lungs, this oxygenated blood is carried by pulmonary vein into the left atrium. Then from left atrium, the oxygenated blood flows into the left ventricle. Then from left ventricle, it is pumped into aorta, which is the largest artery, and the aorta further branches to different parts of our body and it supplies this oxygenated blood to different parts of our body. Okay. So when the blood reaches capillaries, the nutrients and gases are delivered to the cells and the carbon dioxide is collected by the blood. So in this way, what is happening? The blood is actually flowing two times, that is twice through heart before even it is completing one round of circulation throughout the body. And this process of circulation is called double circulation. Okay. So here we can see in the image that from heart, the deoxygenated blood is sent to the lungs. Then the organs, different organs in our body send the deoxygenated blood to the heart. Then from lungs again oxygenated blood is sent to the heart and the heart again sends the oxygenated blood to different parts of our body. Okay, so this is the type of circulation that is taking place in humans. Then we studied about pulse. Okay, so we saw that pulse can be defined as the number of times our heart beats in 1 minute. So this is called pulse. So there are specific locations in our body where pulse can be felt, like wrist, neck, ankle, etc. Then this pulse rate is actually same as heart rate. Okay. So this pulse rate for adults when they are at rest is around 60 to 100 beats per minute. Okay. And a lower heart rate at rest actually indicates that our heart is functioning more effectively or more efficiently. So only adults who are well trained athletes have a normal pulse rate of 40 to 60 beats per minute, whereas normal adults at rest have the heart rate or pulse rate of 60 to 100 beats per minute. So this is about pulse. So I hope you all would have got some great insights by watching today's video. Please do not forget to like and share the video. Till then, thank you for watching.